Again, welcome back to my channel. Did you know that over 90% of human communication is nonverbal? That means a woman could be showing you clear signs that she's interested in you and wouldn't even realize it. Most guys miss subtle signals, noticey the not paying attention. Topic. By the end of this video, you'll have a crystal clear understanding of signals women send when they're attracted to you. Even better, you'll know exactly how to respond with confidence. And make sure you stick around until the end, because Eve got a bonus tip that most men never figure out. That separate test guys attract women from thou era constantly left wondering what went. Welcome to Emma, your go-talk andel for real relatable advice and navigating complexities of love and relationships. 1. Hyper-awareness of your presence when a woman is attracted to you. Her awareness of your presence, sometimes without her avert. It's not just about her looking at you. It's about how often and how subtly she does it. You walk into shop and she glances up. That's normal, but then a few minutes later she does a tag-in. Maybe she adjusts her postures lightly, tucks her hair behind her ear, or straightens her back, subconsciously preparing herself to be. That's her brain registering process. 'Cause when we're drawn to an area, awareness sharp happens. Psychologists still call this selective act and shan. It's the same reason you stop seeing the car you just bought very rare on the road. When some meth or so is important to you, your mind locks onto it. A study published in the Psychological Science Journal affirms that attraction increase your ability to notice and track a person's movement, even in a crowded room. So if she seems to always be aware of where your reaches are, you're on her radar for more often than just casual observation. 2. She sack asher hair. No. You assume every woman will fixes your hair is interested in you. Let's break this down properly. Women play with their hair for many reasons. But when it happens in the context of attraction, it's often subconscious grooming. Pay attention, Tosh does it. She's twirling astron between her fingers, brushing it back repeatedly, or adjusting it when she talks to you. These are a classic rearing behaviors, small instinctive reactions exigent to enhance the prince androgynon. Think of this way, when people are attracted to salmon, they naturally want to look their best. And research and evolutionary psychology supports this study suggests that women instinctively, just their appearance when they feel a surge of attraction. It's why a woman might suddenly become hyper-aware of a smudged lipstick or straighten her dress when talking Tosh feels attractive. So if she's playing with her hair every time you speak, especially if she's making eye contact while doing it there's a strong chance she's subconsciously signal interest. 3. She licks her lips. Phelps are one of the most sensual and parts of the body. They're attraction in ways you might not even realize. If a woman subtly licks orange your lips while looking at you, it's not just random. It's often an unconscious signal of interest. Think about it. You're mid-conversation, and she zoddly licks her lips just for a split second while maintaining eye contact. It's a micro-expression. It's a brief involuntary movement that reveals what Simone is feeling before they even realize that themselves. Does the shape attraction has physiologic effects on the body? When a woman finds Simone attractive, her body prepares for connection, and one of the things that happen is increased saliva production. A study published in the Journal of Behavioral Psychology explains that our mouths natural beckendreer when we're nervous or excited, causing us to lick our lips more often. But here's the key context matters. If she licks her lips while she's talking, 2. You looks at your lips while you speak her, even light. Lie by to shore lower lip. She's not just keeping them moisturized. She's signaling Thatch is paying attention to you in a way that goes beyond casual conversation. 4. She mirrors your body language. Most people don't. Even realisters, when you do this but mirroring is own off. Strong guest nonverbal ways web connection with someone. It's an instinctive way of saying I'm on through of length as you lean in slightly while talking. She does Samu cross your legs, and a few moments later she crosses hers. You take a sip of your drink, and suddenly she reaches for hers too. This is called the communicator phenomenon, where Pia Pleonius mimics the behavior of seem and their attract. 2. Why does this happen? Because mirroring builds trust and connection. Research in social psychology has shown that people are more likely to feel comfortable and engage with those who reflect their movements, speech patterns, or energy level. Think about the last time you had a conversation with someone you real connected with. Chances are you started acting similar gestures and even facial expressions without realizing it. It hit the same thing happens when a woman is interested in you. So if you start noticing her subtly matching your movements, take it as a strong sign that she's tuned into you more feminine. Else in the room. 5. She shows her neck. The neck is one of the most delicate and vulnerable areas of felon. A woman exposes it around you, whether consciously or unconsciously, can be a strong indicator of attraction. Have you ever noticed a woman tilting her head slightly while talking to you? Maybe she runs her fingers along her collarbone, plays with a necklace, or touches the side of a neck. These instinctive aren't random. They're subtle signals of openness and trust. From an evolutionary perspective, exposing the neck is a subconscious way of signaling femininity and vulnerability. It's the same reason people naturally tilt their heads when they are deeply engaged in a conversation. It creates an inviting approach of psychologists that these gestures stem from her behavior are designed to draw tone in a subtle but effective way. If she's doing this while looking at you during key moments in your conversation, it's likely a sign that she's comfortable and interested before proceeding. If you find value in this video, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe it at our channel. Your support helps us grow and makes you an integral part of our journey, and we deeply appreciate your contribution. Now let's return to our discussion. 6. She positions herself closer to you. This is one of most overlooked signs because ethopin. So naturally, when a woman is drawn to some, she unconsciously shrink the physical space between you. You're at a social gathering standing in a group. Every time the conversation she's noticed she's right there closely know that she could easily brush against you. She might lean in slightly. You speak, angle her body toward you, are even thin reasons to stand next to you instead of frost from you. This is what known as proximity theory, a concept in psychology. Hott explains how physical closeness increases attraction. Studies show that more accessibly seen makes themselves to you, the stronger the hood of a connection forming. Here's the thing, people don't gravitate with things they're not interested enough. She's choosing to position herself near you, especially when she has other options. It's not an accident, it's an instinct. 7. Shaw makes prolonged eye contact. Contact is one of the most powerful unspoken ways. Positing glance might not mean much, but when a woman maintains eye contact with you longer than usual, it's often a deliberate attempt to establish a connection. Think about the last time you locked eyes with someone in a way felt meaningful. It wasn't just a glance that lasted a second, or too longer, it's final, maybe even just enough to wonder if it was intentional. If she doesn't immediately break the gaze, or if she looks away and then back at you, that's a classic sign of attraction. Sexualtions behind this. Durthrin, a psychologist famous for his resort on attraction, conducted DID study where strangers were asked to maintain eye contact for 4-minute test results. Mana participants reported feeling intense, some even described it as falling in love. It's because prolonged eye contact stimulate reduction, the hormone linked to bonding and attraction. So, if she's making eye contact and holding it for just a little longer than necessary, she's not just looking, she's inviting you into a deeper unspokenment of connection. She shows her. Most people didn't realize how much their hands reveal about their true feelings, but in body language, open palm gestures are one of clearest indicators of trust and receptive vitamin. This hour talking to a woman and she's gesturing naturally with her hands, her palms soften, facing up, or maybe base wrists, her hands on the table with her palms visible rather than tucked away or hidden knees. Small, more subtle movements show that she's comfortably around you and, more importantly, open to interaction. On the flip side, fist crossed arms or hands stuck out off sight. There's a classic defense of a gesture's body language expert, suggests that when we trust someone, why instinctively show more of ourselves. Asymmetry, open palms indicate an warmth and a willingness. Tongaj, this is why great public speakers use open hand gestures. It makes them appear more trustworthy. The same principle applies in personal interaction. The woman keeps her hands visible and expressive while talking to you, especially with her palms open. She's not just engaged in the conversation, she's subconsciously signal that she's comfortable, relaxed, and possibly attracted to you. And 9. She playful. You tuck one of their strongest indicators of attraction and win. A woman initiates physical contact. Even subtly, it's rarely accidental. Pay attention to the small touches. Maybe she taps your arm when she laughs, a tur joke. Maybe Shepley Flea nudges you and teasing you about something, or maybe, as shy stalking, she lightly places her hand on your forearm for just a second. These are all ways of testing comfort and creating physical closeness. Think of booty. People don't touch those feel indifferent about. If she's making a to establish casual physical contact, she's subconsciously bridging space between you touch, else it triggers a chemical response. When we experience physical touch, our body is real as oxytocin, often colliding hormone. It's the semi-chemical that strengthens emotional connections between couples. That's why even a simple touch like brushing shoulders, a suwa walk, or a quick playful push can intensify feelings of erection without a single word being spoken. But is the key context matters. If she's finding reasons to initiate touch, especially a playful, flirty way, there's a good chance she's testing throaters to see how you'll respond. Bonus point, how to respond to the If you've met it this far, you're officially part of full real community. So, here's your well-earned Ned bonus tip. Spotting attraction cues is Sony thing, but knowing how to respond is where, Mosman Thumblight, not enough to recognize this Sigu, need to react in a way that builds attraction without overdoing it. Hair show, she makes eye contact. Hold it for just a second longer. Before smiling, a confident gaze followed by a subtle smile. Show self-assurance without coming across as intense, if she is your movements. Slowly change your posture and see if she follows suit. This will confirm that she's subconsciously tuned into you. If she sharply fully touches you, reciprocate Kate subtly. This doesn't mean grabbing her, just something natural like a lighten her forearm when emphasizing a point. Small confident gestures reinforce a connection. If she moves close to you, don't step back. A lot of guys panic and instinctively shift away, not realizing Kai's closing the gap on. Instead, stay grounded, hold your space, and lean in slightly responding to her. Confidence women respond to manure. Aware but not desperate. Confident but not arrogant. Attraction is about chasing, it's about recognizing signal sand. Responding in a way that lets the connection grow naturally. If you've watched till this point, I want you to comment below. I see thesins that way. I'll know you're part of the real community, the ones who won't pay attention and want to leave in their interactions. If you got value from this video, hit like button. So, one of the easiest ways to support the channel and it helps more people see this content. Plus, it's so keep bringing you high quality videos like these every single day. And if you haven't yet, subscribe and turn on notifications because we break down attraction, confidence, and dating dynamics in a way that's simpler, practical, and actually works. Also, share this video with a friend who might be missing out on these signals. Help them out. You never know who needs to hear this. We've also recommended the perfect video for you on your screen right now. Click on it, and we'll see you way back here in the next.